as I was saying, um, don't look away from the homeless people. They got a couple of good, you know, or a couple of dollars, whatever it is. They're going to appreciate it, because I tell you, I would have appreciated a couple of dollars in that case when I lived over in America. Because I did go to this one church, and they had tons of food, and that really helped me and my daughter tremendously. But because we weren't members, we weren't entitled to it. And any churches out there who have stock of supplies who you claim are just for your members in need, remember, Christ came for all people, of all nations, of all religions, and his message was quite clear. Love the Lord, heart, heart, body, and mind more than anything, and love your neighbor as yourself, and at least do unto the others, do unto him. So if you are a church who keeps food and stock in, and a homeless person comes knocking on your door, as I did back in '89, I advise you, please, show that you are a follower of Christ. Don't call yourself a Christian, because being a Christian, that's just the same as calling, okay, Muslim means peace, a peaceful person, right? A Christian is also supposed to mean the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're Jew, Christian, Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, Muslim, it don't matter, right? The fact is, if you believe what is written in the Holy Text, and about the Lord's love, and how we're meant to love each other, the most important thing for you to do is to reach out and help and extend a hand to those in need. And if you can't do it, then you have no right calling yourself a Christian or a person of peace or whatever. Because the whole idea of, okay, because even those who practice Islam, they recognize the teachings of Jesus. Although they see him as a prophet, they still recognize his teachings. And he taught the value of loving one another and serving one another. And the thing is, okay, if I could take a homeless person in, I would. Okay, I don't have my own home, so I can't do it. But someone, when I was homeless, took my daughter in when I had to have 2 serious operations. And this person was a Christian woman, and she did it. She didn't know me, she didn't know my daughter, but she did it. And even to this day, the people who were there in my life were Red Indians, called the Ojibways, a family who themselves had not much to give, but they still gave. And this Christian woman who lived a very well-to-do life. These two people from 2 different ends of the spectrum, such and forth, they came to the aid of me and my daughter. And I praise the Lord each day for them being there, because there was a church that turned its back on me. The church that claimed to be the Church of Christ. I can't even remember what part, it was a Christian church, but I can't remember if it was Church of Christ, what kind of affiliate it was. I know it wasn't LDS or Jehovah's Witness. It wasn't Pentecostal. It was some kind of, I think it was like the Church of Christ church. But anyway, they basically told me and my daughter to go away. Okay? They had the food, they had the means to help me and my daughter, but they refused to do so. And the state, because I'm British, because I had dual nationality till the age of 21, because I reverted to being British, but I had an American daughter, they decided that it was, how do I put it, the state just shoved me into a flat with no amenities to support me and my daughter. They just gave me the bare minimum, and that was no good. It was no good for me, it definitely was no good for her. The thing is, and this is the point I'm trying to make, if you believe or profess to believe in the teachings of the scriptures of the Lord, and you are a church who goes about preaching the love of the Lord, I suggest you also practice what you preach. So if a homeless person comes knocking at your door, you take them in and you give them food, shelter, and clothing, and help them with their needs, and show them and get them help, because they don't always find a way. And the thing is that, like, there's this homeless man in my city, and I always pass him, and I always try to give him a cup of tea, because I know by law I can't bring him in to help him. My husband and I haven't got the facilities to help him anyway. We're only a two-bedroom flat, and it's run by the council. But if we had our own home, I would gladly take him in and help him get back on his feet. And I'd help him get to the people who would need to get help. And the thing is, what this man needs more than anything is warm bed, a bath. You know, he'd love to. First thing I miss, well, obviously my concern with my daughter's welfare, but a bath. There's a lot of homeless people that would love to just soak in a bath and just, have that kind, and have fresh food, and just know that somebody cares about them. It just makes a whole lot of difference in the world. And being homeless, it's not something that people want to do. Okay, yeah, so you hear the out there, so some millionaires and whatnot, some eccentrics, that, live the homeless life. But there is a difference. And it's a difference, in case you're wondering why I'm not looking at the camera, I'm watching the time, on the clock. They don't give you much time to report on here. The difference is, these people are falling on hard times, but the fact is, there are our brothers and our sisters. But the thing is, women do get help and men don't. And, just next time you see a homeless person, take a moment and realize that could be you. That could be you instead of them. And look at me now. I've now got a home. I've got a loving husband. I'm now a grandmother. My daughter's naming a grandmother in April. And I got all the blessings. But the important thing is, there were people there who took, okay, fair enough, I had my daughter, that must have helped. Yes, I might not have got the help, but the point I'm making is, I did have help, and there's a lot of homeless people out there who aren't getting help. And they need a bit more understanding and a lot more tolerance than they're getting. And I'm just asking you, please, look at me now, and remember, I was where they are now. And I have now improved my life until I'm ill, but, I did go to work, did pay taxes, and you could help someone make a difference in their life. Think about next time you see a homeless person on the street. You could make a whole lot of difference, and you could change